The goal of this example is just to give you practice with how to compute the equilibrium of a basic monopoly case without price discrimination. So consider a simple economy or market in which the demand function as a function of the price for the aggregate market is just 1,000 minus P. Suppose that the cost function for the monopolist has decreasing returns to scale like this. Now, what do we know? We know that the total revenue as a function of the quantity for the monopolist is just going to be the quantity that it chooses times the price that can be separated out this quantity, which is given by the inverse demand function of the aggregate demand function, which is denoted by this, and substituting, we get that this is Q times 1,000 minus Q. Now, this implies that the marginal revenue for the monopolist as a function of the quantity that it chooses is just the derivative of this, which is 1,000 minus 2Q. And we also know, trivially, from looking at the cost function, that the marginal cost for the monopolist is equal to 2Q. We know that the solution for the monopolist is given by the intersection or by the point where the marginal revenue is equal to marginal cost, which implies solving these two equations that the Q of the monopolist is equal to 250. And if you go back and substitute in the demand function that the price at which the consumers buy in monopoly is equal to 750. Now we can do a quick drawing of this just to get a graphical intuition. And in this particular case, we get a linear marginal cost function like this equals to 2Q. We have that the demand function is linear, and it basically goes down like this. It crosses here at 1,000, and it crosses here at 1,000. This is the inverse demand function, so function of Q. But we also know, and I'm going to draw it in red, that the marginal revenue curve has twice the slope. So it basically starts at the same point, but it crosses at 500. That's the marginal revenue curve. And what we have here is that the price of the monopolist, so this quantity at which it crosses is 250. And the equilibrium price at which the consumers buy is 750. And you have that. Let's just highlight some terms that may be of interest for future problem sets. Again, this is the deadweight loss. And the consumer surplus is going to be given by this area of this triangle. And finally, the producer surplus or the monopoly surplus is going to be given by all of that.